could stay friendly. We could do the beach, we could hang out. Yes, her and the E go to my house. You can spend the night till we wake up. Do it all again, cause it ain't mud. What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. Yo, my new thing is I don't want you round if you useless. I make a living rhyming, same job as Dr. Seuss's. People only give
Miami has come, the greatest football team.
My new thing is you ain't even gotta be my new chick. You can just pull up and hang out and be a...
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29.
Ready. All right, go ahead, go. Ready.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Give them a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
44. Ready. Out.
Up the middle, Achane. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At their 49-yard line.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Running right, here's Achane. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. A run straight ahead with Achane. 47 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal.
15 yards. That's another Dolphins first down.
They'll run. Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. That's caught by Waller out left side. Trying to finish off this opening drive. From the 3, this is 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and
going to the air. Tagovailoa. out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown! Devon Achane with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Jason Sanders.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Prescott off play action. Completes to Shakir once again. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row. First down.
And the Bills first down.
Here's Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. That is incomplete. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
First and 10 at the 17.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Now a guy who played his high school ball at Miami Central, it's James Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away now from moving out in front. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a first and 10. Achane on the counter. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield with a 48-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The Dolphins sit 6-3 on the year, and they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And some space here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Gain of 15 yards. That's another Dolphins first down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Tua. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throw caught by Achane. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Hey, 21 TA. Ready.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jamison Williams, 83 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Hand off to Achane to begin the drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Again, it's Achane. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua going to give this to Wright. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Jack Campbell running him down behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Tua. That's complete to his tight end Waller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
You're right here. 21G.
A give up the middle to Wright. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Joey Bosa so strong, able to fight his way in there to make the play. On play action, here's Tua. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Intended
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Has his man, it's Shakir. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Prescott. Now he'll tuck this and run. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Fielded at about the 28. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
All right, come on.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Go ahead.
Tua sets up to pass it. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
47. Here we go. 46. 26.
Final play of the half, Prescott. Now he fires deep for Shakir. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Prescott. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
47.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Prescott from the gun. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. Prescott now. This taken in by Kincaid. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing, Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Calling a gain of a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Here we go, going to 54. 148. Here we go, 47. Here we go, going to 54. Going to 47.
Now Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll try and do this himself. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Hill on the return. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now he's going to step up and run. And this throw will be intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
After the turnover, it's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll give this to Wright, running right. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop them.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Wright taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Dolphins are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
We're getting set up for what should be a great fourth quarter. This has been a hard-hitting game because both teams have punched and counter-punched equally well. And here's a good finish to this drive. A touchdown run here late in the third quarter.
And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. He's on his way. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Looking to pass. Tua. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Jamison Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Tua going to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Gregory Rousseau able to record his 5th sack of the season. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
brings up
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go. Then we'll go to 53.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. We're still throwing the football here. And obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage to try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Prescott to throw it. That is caught by Williams for a Bills touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Here's Tua. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
It's a loss of 14. Brings up 3rd down.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. They're going deep for Hill. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Touchdown, Bills! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Bills are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a great decision to bring it out there as he's tackled just beyond the 10.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Go ahead.
On the handoff, it's right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Taron Johnson made the stop. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. So they'll walk him back half the distance. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back near his goal line, here's Tua. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
It's a gain of 13 yards. Leads to third.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And Oliver in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
Jack Campbell with a pick. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Go ahead. 18.
From the gun, it's Tua. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
A full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing here, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, these two teams met earlier in the year in Buffalo with the Bills winning that ball game. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. Oh, he's got a man open. It's caught. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Tyler Bass now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may beat up with this team again.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Now Tua going to change the play. Off of play action. Tagovailoa delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun. Here's a give to right. Down right around the 25.
Terrell Bernard on the stop. It's a gain of 4.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That is caught. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Turbo 1, high. Out.
Now Tua. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Tua sets up to pass it. And he's got it. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the